Welp, I'm back. I know you missed me, slut. It was simply not enough for me to make predictions about the next decade, so I decided to challenge myself even more. What will the world look like in the next quarter century? I'll tell you, amiga. The arts. One of the children from those family vlogger channels on YouTube will release a tell-all book depicting the trauma of being forced to be a dancing monkey on the internet since infancy. My guess is that it's going to be one of the Ace family kids. A wheelchair-bound Drake will attempt to devour his son Adonis out of fear that he will be usurped in power. In a poetic recreation of the struggle between Kronos and Zeus. A song titled Fat Titties by rapper Kronk Drip will break the Billboard record for most consecutive weeks at #1, and it will deserve to do so. There will be a more democratic version of the Oscars in which the public will get to decide which films should be awarded. Similar to the People's Choice Awards, but not as tacky. A gripping HBO miniseries about the pandemic will be released to critical acclaim. It will star a former TikToker whose performance will wow audiences and critics alike. I'm not saying it's going to be me, but YouTube, surprisingly, will emerge as a distributor of award-winning television shows and films, akin to Amazon Prime or Netflix. Politicos. Vladimir Putin's rotting corpse will still be ruling Russia, or simply carried around with sunglasses on like the titular character in Weekend at Bernie's. Japan will have built an invisible enclosure around the entire country. By the time we notice, it will be too late. A Twitch streamer will be elected president. There will be a PR nightmare surrounding them using a homophobic slur in one of their early streams, but they will still manage to clutch a win during the election. AOC will run for president, resulting in Ben Shapiro nutting so hard that his body flies through the roof of his podcast studio. Technology. Jeff Bezos' cryogenetically frozen head will still be running Amazon. Elon Musk will die tragically in a hair transplant procedure gone wrong. His eldest son will then spray paint a giant pair of testicles on one of his rockets. It's what Elon would have wanted. A new version of TikTok will be released, in which the user, per the terms of agreement, has to hand over a year of their life to the corporation. It will still be a smashing success. There will be numerous centers specializing in treating internet addiction, which will become an international epidemic on par with alcoholism. There will be a website or app in which kids can plug in their parents' information and get all of their most embarrassing social media posts from their youth. It will be called, what was that? Mom and/or Dad? Thought so. That's gonna be the full title. I've pretty much exhausted my brain. If even a handful of these predictions turn out to be true, well, homeboy, you're gonna see me on some local morning show being asked by a perky blonde, how did you know? How were you able to make these predictions so accurately? And my answer will, of course, be, subscribe to my OnlyFans and you'll find out. Shout out to my patrons. If you would like to donate to my Patreon, then the link is on the screen. I've evolved technologically. I cannot be stopped. Like and comment and subscribe. Thank you. I'm very talented.